back. We are back. And we are going to be talking now about how you can use media to enhance your business, enhance your brand. Master Coach Dawniel Winningham is going to join me, and we're going to go behind the curtain. So I will tell you my story. Dawniel will talk about her story. But one of the beautiful things about both of us, hey Avon, is that we've both been able to leave our jobs and become full-time entrepreneurs. And a lot of that is due to the media and how we've been able to get visibility for our business and our brands. So I am really excited to kind of reveal some of the tricks of the trade, some of the things that we know. I'm just waiting for Dawniel to join. Hi, Delisa. How are you? Hey, Toya. And so that we can really go into this in depth. Hey, Stephanie. Good to see you. So excuse my finger as I invite Dawniel to join. I have this skill to add people to my Facebook Live video, so I'm super excited. So while she connects, as I said, you are in the right place. Hey, Dawniel, you are in the right place if you are ready to get your business, your brand, your book into the spotlight. So I want Dawniel to tell you a little bit about herself, and then we'll talk about the journey that we both kind of took in different ways to becoming a full-time entrepreneur. Hey, Dawniel.
Hey, Nikki. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely.
So, guys, for those of you who don't know who I am, as I stated earlier, my name is Dawniel Patterson Winningham, and Nikki's absolutely right. I was a former JP Morgan Chase vice president, and a few years ago, I would have been a part of Nikki's target audience because the first thing that I did to free myself was write a book. But when I wrote that book, one of the things that I quickly realized is that without the right media coverage, without the right exposure, no one's really going to know about your book regardless as to what a great book it is. And so I'm happy that I was able to kind of meander the highways and the byways of getting media coverage. And that kind of put me in a position that I'm in today, and the ability as a business coach to serve thousands and thousands of people internationally. So thank you guys for being here. I'm super excited about what all we're going to teach you and providing you guys with some low-cost ways that you can get your book, your coaching business, your product, your service, some media coverage as well, as because Nikki well knows it could possibly cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. One thing we want to ask that if you're here, a month, right, clean it up. You know, I even Googled something that said a publicist could possibly cost you anywhere to $5,000 or $10,000 a month, and that's not even the high end. That's on average. That is on average. So, guys, if you're here and you're enjoying this information, if you could do us a quick favor and go ahead and share the broadcast. Once you've shared, just type in "I shared" so we can make sure we shout you out. And thank you for sharing and passing along the word. That's what we do as a community. When we get great information, we share and we bring other people in as well. So if you guys could go ahead and share, that would be great. Thank you, guys.
So one of the things that I do want to highlight that Dawniel said, it was interesting because I've been in media, that has been my career. So 20 years in radio and television. And even though I leveraged the media because I was a part of it, it wasn't as natural for me to promote myself to the media. And it was interesting when I did my first national interview, it completely changed my business. And even though I knew the power of radio, I knew it kind of from the inside. So I'm really excited to be partnering with Dawniel because thank you, Toya, for sharing. I appreciate that. Shalana, thank you for sharing. Because in it, I know one part of it really, really well. And outside of it, Dawniel has that part covered. So it's really exciting to get the two different perspectives.
And I think that's an added bonus, guys. We also want to invite you to a workshop that we're going to be doing Thursday, September 7th at 9 p.m. If you go to bit.ly/costoffame, COSTOFFAME, we really want to give you more behind the scenes, more insight. We want you to have an opportunity to slow down in the evening, take some notes, and kind of digest what we're telling you. We know that when you're on live stream, you don't always get the chance to digest. You're flipping from video to video. And so we want to take it offline and really sit down with you and share. And thank you, Delisa and Igwe and all of you guys for sharing. We appreciate you guys. So if you go to bit.ly, it's a no-cost webinar, bit.ly/COST, cost of fame. We're going to really talk about not only the financial cost, but what you may be costing yourself if you don't get involved and get the information that you need to build your brand and build your business and to give your business the credibility that it needs to move to the next level.
And there's so many options now. I think that's what's really exciting about where we are now in this time, in this age. There's so many options to get media. It's no longer like there's the big five, like the Oprahs and, the Dr. Fells and all of the gatekeepers that are keeping you from getting the media. There's so many different options, and all you really need is a plan. And a strategy to get it done, because as Dawniel said earlier, it can be done and it can be of benefit to everybody. So it's just about having a plan in order to make it happen.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks to Wanda for sharing twice. And again, if you haven't shared the video, go ahead and share the video. And Nikki is not only right about having a plan, like we're at that point that if you're a serious entrepreneur, you need a plan for every segment of your business,
everything,
including getting media. You need a profit plan. You need a social media plan. You need a product plan. You need a marketing plan. You need a branding plan. And so when all these experts show up and say you need a plan, and again, the address, if somebody could type it in for me, that would be great. BIT, this B as in boy, IT.ly/cost, COST of fame, OFFAME. So when all of these experts show up, and they're offering you this, that, and the other, you really don't know what to accept and what not to accept. And so this is one of those cases where with Nikki and I partnering, again, you're going to get both sides of the story. You get the behind the scenes, 20 years media expert that Nikki brings to the table. And then you get me, the strugglepreneur that's been out here in the game, trying to get the media, trying to get their attention. And the beautiful thing about that is as Nikki said, there's no longer that top five, that Geraldo and Oprah, but that means that it's anybody's game, and that everybody has the opportunity. Thank you, Malcolm, for typing that in. Any and everybody has the opportunity, and to me, it's a more level playing ground. What do you think, Nikki, to get media exposure as it was in the past?
No, it's absolutely the playing level is definitely more even now. And with social media, as you said, you need a plan for everything. And I think a lot of these plans kind of work together and build up. But because you're able to develop your own platform using social media and having a clear brand and marketing, media is now looking for you as the expert. When you write that book, when you go and speak at the event, media is looking for the experts that have the content that is either going to educate, inform, or uplift their audience or entertain. And so you're out there, you just need to be able to get in the mix of things so that you stand out from everybody else. And that's what we want to help you do. We want you to be the star. We want you to be the celebrity.
And Nikki, you got to admit yourself, that was one of the hardest things for me. And I know it's one of the hardest things for you, is to claim that expert status. I always thought everybody else was the expert. But then when I sit and started to count the experience and the numbers, and being in the financial industry for 16 plus years, and being in the leadership and middle and upper management for 20 plus years, and being in leadership, period, shoot, all my life I had to fight. Just going back and saying, girl, you the expert, put that jacket on and wear that jacket and be proud of that jacket. And a lot of times, especially, I don't know about the men's, but especially for women, it's super hard. There was a story that Maria Shriver shared, and she said that men, when they catch a fish, y'all know the story, it's about this small. So by the time they get to the shore,
they hold it up so proud.
Yes, they done caught no, but when they tell the story, let them tell it. They done caught Moby Dick. Y'all see that Geico commercial, and he talk about how he was fighting that fish girl, and then the man brought the fish out for them. He said, put that back in there. That's men. They're going to embellish their story. But when it comes to women, we tend to downplay the years of experience. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you, Dr. Berlene. We tend to downplay the lives that we've shifted, what we've brought to the table. We tend to downplay all of that. And if you downplay it, then the world is going to downplay it for you.
Absolutely. And yes, she did quote The Color Purple, Melanie. Thank you for catching that. I thought I was the only one. But and to take it a step further, one of the things that I tell my clients all the time is that it's actually selfish for you not to step into the role of expert, because you have knowledge that can change somebody's life, change their business, change the way the world operates. And for you not to stand fully in that and to share it with the world really is selfish. And you do damage not only to your business because you can't thrive, but you harm the world. Somebody on Periscope asked me if I was rich and married now.
She been rich.
Right.
And no to the married part.
We can talk about that some other time.
But if you're rich, we can get with you. Leave me your number and let me screen you.
Yeah. But it really is selfish for you not to share what you know with the world.
We were talking earlier about all of these Facebook vigilantes and all of these Twitter vigilantes. They have so much to say. They got so much to say about Joel Osteen. They got so much to say about this person and that person. And Beyonce should be flying here and doing this, and this person should be doing that. And my question is always, and Nikki, I think you have a quote even on your Facebook wall that kind of speaks to that same thing. It basically says, who are you helping? In all that you're pointing out that everybody else is doing, what are you doing to help other people? And we all have we have a service to perform. We all have a duty to give back. I think that everything that we go through is not just for us to go through it. It's really for us to tell the story. A lot of times we get embarrassed to tell the story. A lot of times we don't want to talk about the struggle.
Yep.
But I think we're doing ourselves and other people a disservice, like you said, Nikki, when we hold our greatness in, when we diminish our light, when we downplay our greatness. And we all were given greatness. Are you working on your greatness every day?
And Martin Luther King Jr. actually had the quote, and it's so apropos for now, and the time that we're in, dealing with the flooding in Houston, all of that. But he said that everybody can be great because everybody can serve. And I think that somebody made a really good point on Facebook by saying that you don't even have to be great in a lot of things. You just have to be great in one thing and share that with the world. You don't have to be a master of all. You can just be a master of one and still be great. And even though it may not feel like service because you provide something and you get paid for it, sharing your knowledge is always in service because you're changing people's lives.
And guys, if you haven't shared the video, share the video. Somebody somewhere is dimming their light. Somebody somewhere is hoarding their story. They're not sharing what they could be sharing. And as a result, they're not only impacting the world by leaving the world less of their voice, they're also impacting their generational wealth and their legacy. Because we have to remember that we all have a legacy to bring to the table. The word says a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And so not only should we be utilizing our voice, but I'm a firm believer we should be getting paid for it. I mean, at some point, if you don't, Bob and Bill are going to take your idea and they're going to run up in the boardroom like it's theirs. And then when you don't get the promotion, or you don't get the raise, or they get the increase, or they get the bonus, it's because you didn't amplify your voice. You didn't put your voice out there. Somebody else took your idea, took your voice, and they used it.
Absolutely. And I want to thank everybody. There's people joining us via Periscope and Instagram. So I definitely want to acknowledge that. Somebody on Periscope just asked if you were a pastor. Like, no, she just got the heart of one.
No, I'm a prophet. Profit.
F-I-T.
I'm a prophet, yes. I come to let you know that there's money in the kingdom. Amen. Let the
Absolutely.
church say
Get
amen.
everybody say amen. Amen to
Yeah.
profits.
So I'm not a preacher, but I do know what my Bible tells me about money, and I refuse to let you forget either. So I'm a
Right.
believer, and I'm a believer that kingdom abundance exists, and I plan on cashing in on my kingdom abundance. And the fact of the matter is, all of us draw checks out of the same bank account. So if I look at Oprah's got some billions, I'm gonna be looking for my billions. Where my money at? And if
Right.
you're a believer, you should be waking up every day saying, where is mine? Where is it? And I look for
Absolutely.
it. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
It remind all of us to look for ours too. I love it. I
Hello,
love it.
I daily. I'm a prophet. Yes.
And it's
There's money.
interesting
There's
because
money everywhere.
media is like the fastest way. Once you have the expertise out there, so once you're sharing the content, once you've written the book, I mean, media really is the fastest way to bring eyes to that and make that translate into more clients, into more speaking engagements, into more consultations, so that there is more money.
And to me, it's one of the fastest ways. You know, everybody's always looking for instant success. Being able to get media is the way, because that's almost like instant credibility. That's that what they call
Absolutely.
transferable credibility. So if you are on the Steve Harvey show, and you say, okay, I was on the Steve Harvey show, people are going to say, well, Steve Harvey's credible. So that means you're credible. And they're going to almost, by default, extend you that same level of credibility. I remember there was a lady that ended up on being, what's that the CNBC show about greed, American Greed. Girl, one of my
Oh,
favorite
American
TV
Greed,
shows.
yeah.
I don't watch much television, but I watch American Greed. It is a mess. But this woman was selling some kind of potion that she claimed cured cancer. And they said it was made up of everything from Kool-Aid to mud, girl, when they did a analysis of it. But come to find out, she had been on like TBN and the 700 Club. And because she
Mm-hmm.
had been on those media outlets, people automatically assumed that what she was offering was valid. So a lot of you do
In
have
media, we
valid
call it
products
the
and
third
services.
party endorsement.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
media, we
pretty
call it the
much.
third party endorsement, because we are, in essence, it comes off as us endorsing you because we trust you enough to put you on our platform. So it does make you instantly credible.
It does. It does. And that's and when clients look at you, or when potential people look at you, potential clients or potential buyers or potential consumers, and they say, that's where that as seen on TV came from.
Yep.
That's where that is seen on TV. So when you say, oh, as seen on TV, as seen on the Home Shopping Network and TBN and all of these other channels, that's where that as seen on TV came from. When people see you've been on TV, they're like, oh, well, she been on TV. Somebody must have tested her stuff. And not always, but you still leverage that credibility as well. So I want to remind you guys, don't forget we're having a webinar September 7th at 9 p.m. You can register. It's a free webinar. We're going to talk about the cost of fame. Make sure you go to bit.ly/cost, COST, of OFFAME. It is a double F in the center. So I don't want you guys to miss it. bit.ly. Somebody type it in for me. bit.ly/cost of fame. I want you guys to continue to invite other people to watch this, even if they catch the replay, because we're gone. But we're going to be here every Tuesday and Thursday at noon, and then the Saturdays at 11 o'clock to talk to you about what Nikki so aptly named the Fame Blueprint.
We want
I
everybody to
love
see
that
their name
name.
in lights.
Right, right. I love that name. I love that name. How many of you are interested, or is this something that you feel is going to help boost your business? And it's all lowercase, cost of fame. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate you. I see a lot of people I know. Hey, RTs, shout out to you guys who've come in. How many of you think this would be something that's beneficial to your business? If you could say me, that would be great. Hey, Suhal from Kashmir, India. Y'all in the house, y'all deep. The folks deep,
Wow.
international.
Yeah, that's nice. Melanie, thank you for typing in the link Appreciate you.
Delisa says she's very interested. Very good.
Delisa and I went to high school together.
It's just 2 letters, y'all. Verlin said me, great. Jones said me, excellent. Excellent. Hope said me, amazing, great. Cynthia said me, great. Great. Carolyn said me. Very good. Bonnie said me, great. I know there's a lag with that Facebook. RT said it's seen on TV. Danielle. Yeah, Nikki Woods Television. Absolutely. Write that one down. Don said me. Nikita said me. Great. You always wonder, is this something that people want, We just lost the Facebook Live. Okay, we're back. So hopefully we didn't lose too many people. Let's see if we can get Danielle back. We had a power surge here in Dallas. That was weird. Oh, my goodness. They're having all sorts of issues in Houston with all that amazing flooding. It's so scary to watch. And Danielle is actually in Houston, but we just had a power surge. Yeah, I know it is so bad in Houston. But we just had a power surge here in Dallas, and we lost the broadcast. So I'm going to try to get Danielle back so that we can finish it up. But we're talking about media and how media can change your business. Hey, Marquise, how are you? And how it can bring you the exposure that you need for your book or your brand, if you're a speaker, if you're an entrepreneur. And so Dawniel Winningham and I are going to do a free workshop on the price of fame, the fame blueprint. And we want, thank you, Cherie, I'm glad you're in. We want everybody to join us. And so I'll give Danielle another few minutes. She is in Houston, and I know it is still bad there. We're having some weather here in Dallas, so it's crazy. We're going to be training every Tuesday and Thursday. Hey, Cherie. Chi-Town in the house. I love it. Hey, Tabitha. We're going to be training every Tuesday and Thursday at noon, and then on Saturdays at 11. But if you want more information on the free webinar, just make sure you go to bit.ly/cost of fame, all lowercase. If somebody could type that in, that would be great. It's bit.ly/cost of fame, all lowercase. And so we'll be doing the free webinar there. So I am so glad that people joined via Instagram and via Periscope, but also via Facebook Live. I hear you. People say they're trying to leverage their book in spite of Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey's not going to stop anything. So Tuesday, Thursday at noon. Yes, Saturday at 11. So we will be back here Thursday at noon, and we will be training. Again, we wanted to give you a little introduction and share with you why we're so passionate about this. But make sure that you sign up for the in-depth webinar, and that is at the link bit.ly/cost of fame. That's bit.ly/cost of fame. Thank you, Tabitha. I appreciate you. And so if you join that webinar, we're going to be giving you the strategies. That is it, darling. Thank you. No, it's bit.ly/cost of fame, not .cost of fame. bit.ly/cost of fame. And hey, T. Dominic. Oh, you're in Orange, Texas. Hello. We are Texas strong, that is for sure. But we are getting weather all over the state, actually. But in Houston is really where we're having major issues. So everybody just, send prayers to Houston and all the people that's stranded. Everybody that I know in Houston pretty much is inside their house right now. Some are in shelters, but most people are still in their house and cannot leave because of the weather. So it is really bad, but we definitely want to talk to you about your business. Hey, honey, how are you? We want to talk to you about your business and your brand and how you can build that using media. The website, again, is bit.ly/cost of fame. And that's where we have the information for the free webinar. So you can go sign up there now and join us then. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me on all of these platforms. Hey, Michael, how are you? I appreciate that you all stopped by and that you took time out of your day. But really, this is all about us building together. And so my expertise is the media. Danielle's is as an entrepreneur, but also she has leveraged the media in order to build her business. And there you go, Tabitha. Thank you. And we just want to make sure that everybody, is able to get the tools that they need. Hey, honey, how are you? Get the tools that they need in order to build their business. The website, one more time, is bit.ly/cost
bit.ly/cost of fame. bit.ly/cost of fame. I will see you guys later.